Okay, welcome. Today we're doing a deep dive into something, well, a bit unexpected. We're looking at a high-end dive watch and the huge effort to restore a marine ecosystem. How do these two things even connect? That's what we're going to unpack.
Fair.
Our source material today is excerpts from Oris Aquis Date, New York Harbor's Oyster Guardians.
So our mission really is to figure out how this specific watch, the Oris Aquis Date New York Harbor Limited Edition 2, actually plays a role, like a tangible part in this big environmental movement.
Yeah, and it's fascinating because the environmental side of this, the scale of it, it's pretty impressive. It really highlights how, even tiny creatures can make a massive difference to a whole ecosystem. It's sort of that aha
Right,
moment.
okay. So let's start with the watch itself, the Oris Aquis Date. Now, the source says this is actually the brand's best-selling dive watch. Not just a dive watch, their top seller. Been around since, 2011. But it got a big update just last year, 2024. And the description calls it muscular, water-resistant, a tool watch, but with, contemporary looks. And straight away, the key thing here is its purpose. This specific version isn't just like a new colorway. It's a limited edition, only 2,000 pieces made. And importantly, part of the money from selling these goes straight to the Billion Oyster Project. This isn't new for Oris either. They did something similar back in 2022, so it shows an ongoing commitment to conservation.
Okay, let's get specific about this watch, the limited edition too. The dial really stands out. It's this aqua green mother of pearl. The source says it's meant to insinuate the changing moods of the harbor's green waters, which is quite poetic, actually. Size-wise, it's 43.5 millimeters, but they've apparently slimmed the case down a bit to 13.1 millimeter thick.
Which makes difference on the wrist for sure.
Definitely. And the bracelet's upgraded, too. Broader central links, a brush finish, it tapers nicely, and it has one of those quick-adjust clasps. Super practical.
Very useful, yeah.
Then there's the bezel. Matte, sandblasted steel, unidirectional, which is key for diving. It's got a detailed 15-minute scale. The numbers are in relief, so they stand out. And that little glowing dot, the luminescent pip, at the 12 o'clock position.
Standard dive watch features, but well executed.
Exactly. It's positioned as a bona fide diving companion. 300 meters water resistance. You've got the screwed caseback, screwed-in crown, protected by guards. It feels solid.
And looking closer at the dial, those details, they're quite smart, aren't they? The shield-shaped hour markers, the alpha hands, they're filled with Super-LumiNova.
For legibility. Right. Essential underwater.
Precisely. Makes it easy to read, even in murky conditions, kind of like needing clear vision in the harbor itself. And the date window at 6 o'clock, it has a white background. Again, for contrast, making it pop.
Little things that tie it back thematically.
Yeah, it's subtle, but it's there. It's not just the green dial. These functional elements echo the purpose.
And you mentioned the case stack earlier. It's sealed, obviously, but the engraving. It's got this really realistic picture, a relief engraving of 3 oysters.
Ah, okay. So that's a direct visual link.
Absolutely. Plus the words New York Harbor Limited Edition and the individual number out of 2,000. Inside, it's running the Oris Calibre 733.
Which is based on a Sellita SW201, right? A reliable workhorse movement.
Yep. Automatic, beats at 4 hertz, about a 41-hour power reserve, hacking seconds, standard solid stuff. And it comes on the steel bracelet, but you also get an extra green rubber strap in the box.
Options are always good.
Retail price is listed as CHF 2,550. Okay, so that's the watch. Beautiful object, clearly well made. But now, let's shift focus to, well, the reason this watch exists, the Billion Oyster Project. This was started back in 2014 by Pete Malinowski, an aquaculture teacher, and Murray Fisher. And the goal, it's huge, restore 1 billion oysters to New York Harbor to help clean the water.
A billion. It sounds almost unbelievable, doesn't it?
Right.
But the why is crucial here. Oysters are what biologists call keystone species.
Meaning they have a disproportionately large effect on their environment relative to their abundance.
Exactly. And their superpower, if you like, is filtering water. Get this. A single oyster can filter up to 50 gallons of water every single day.
Wow. 50 gallons per oyster per day.
Yeah. Think about what a billion oysters could do. It's staggering.
That's incredible filtering power. But it's not just about cleaning the water, is it?
Not at all. They're reefs. The structures they build become habitats, homes for hundreds of other marine species.
So it creates this whole cascade of positive effects, more biodiversity.
Right. Fish, crabs, other invertebrates, they all thrive in these oyster reefs. Plus, the reefs themselves help protect shorelines from storm surges and erosion. It's a whole package of ecological benefits.
But how's the project doing? Oris has been supporting them since 2022, you mentioned. The source says they've restored over 150 million oysters so far.
Which is a significant number, even if it's still a way off the billion mark. They're making real headway.
Across 17 different reef sites. And what I found really impressive was a community aspect. It's not just scientists and labs. They've had 15,000 volunteers involved.
Wow.
And 30,000 students. Getting kids involved in hands-on conservation like this,
Yeah.
that's powerful.
It really is. That kind of public engagement builds long-term support and understanding. It's crucial.
So what's the result? Has it actually made a difference to the harbor?
Well, according to the source material, the payoff is pretty remarkable. The water in New York Harbor is reportedly cleaner now than it's been in 110 years.
110 years, that's amazing.
It truly is, and
Yeah.
it's led to this incredible comeback of marine life. We're talking humpback whales showing up again in the harbor.
Whales in New York Harbor.
Humpback whales, and hundreds of other species returning to waters that, frankly, were considered pretty degraded for a long time.
So it's a genuine ecological revival happening right there.
Right in the middle of one of the biggest cities on Earth. It shows what focused conservation, bringing different groups together, can actually achieve.
That partnership aspect is interesting. The watch brand, the nonprofit, the volunteers. What makes this kind of collaboration work so well, do you think? Beyond just the funding Oris provides.
That's a good point. The money is obviously essential for the project's operations.
Yeah.
But the watch itself, it becomes like a symbol, a tangible reminder. It starts conversations, you know. Someone sees the watch, asks about the oysters on the back.
Right. It raises awareness in circles that might not normally think about oyster restoration.
Exactly. It extends the story's reach. It connects the wearer, even in a small way, to that harbor and that effort. So it's this blend of, yes, financial support, but also awareness, storytelling, and maybe fostering a sense of connection.
So bringing this deep dive towards a close, we've seen this really fascinating link, haven't we, between this meticulously made dive watch and this huge, ambitious environmental project. The Oris Aquis Date New York Harbor Limited Edition 2, it ends up being more than just a nice watch. It's literally funding part of this ecosystem restoration. It shows that sometimes luxury goods can drive tangible, positive change.
Yeah, I think this whole story really underscores the value of looking deeper, you know, understanding the full picture behind a product or an initiative. It shows conservation isn't just one group's job, it's collaborative. Brands, scientists, teachers, volunteers, students, all playing a part. And it does make you wonder, doesn't it? How can we, just as, you know, people interested in the world, better spot and support these kinds of initiatives where commerce and positive impact genuinely align?
That's a great takeaway. And maybe a final thought for you, the listener. Just consider how something that seems quite specific, maybe even niche, like a type of watch or maybe another interest you have, how it might actually be connected to something much bigger, some significant local or even global impact. What other hidden stories and surprising connections could you uncover if you decided to do your own deep dive into the things around you?